Hello my friends, so I welcome 108,000 starseeds, light workers and wanderers to this beautiful channeling session. And today I have channeled the Pleiadians, who have a very important message and mind-blowing revelations, which actually was pretty amazing even for me to learn and understand. In the session, I've asked about what is the truth behind the Bermuda Triangle and what is actually happening in the Bermuda Triangle. Why are objects, specifically airplanes, going missing in that location has been revealed in this session, which is absolutely amazing. And also in this channeling session, I have asked about what is the truth behind as above and so below. What does it mean and how can we use it in our life in this earthly planet has been revealed. And finally, I've asked about very interesting question, which is how can we actually get our prayers answered, because many a times we pray to the one infinite creator or to our guides to assist us, but they go unanswered. And this is a simple and the best way in which we can guarantee our prayers will be answered, which has been revealed, which is absolutely amazing. And before the session begins, I want to say thank you to all of you who have joined on my Patreon. We have a meditation for the 21st of December coming up, and also I have around 450 plus censored sessions which you can access over there if you want to dive into deep aspects of ascension and truly understand many other things. So with that being said, also I want to say thank you to all of you who take the time to like this video, as it is a service to humanity, and what you do unto others, you do unto yourself. So if you like this video, you like yourself in some way, shape or form. So now I hope you'll enjoy the session, my friends.
We are the Pleiadians now in communication through this instrument at this timeline. We are here communicating from our seats in the Alcyon star system in the Pleiades cluster, as known by the people of your planet. And our transmission is aimed at providing information which will allow for the advancement of knowledge in the experience of ascension in the human societal complex. Therefore, before we address the queries, we would recommend that all beings and mind, body, spirit complexes who shall listen to our message at this timeline must remember to only accept those thoughts which generate a deeper understanding and balance within the time. Furthermore, the queries that are found today relates with what is happening at the location known by your people as the Bermuda Triangle, and why are many of the flying objects known as airplanes missing in the location. We as the Pleiadians must firstly state that this primarily is related with a understanding upon the energetic core of your planetary sphere. Deep within the earth there is a network of caverns beneath the Bermuda Triangle, wherein there is an ancient race of entities who may be considered as giants by your people. These giants primarily are the results of the Atlantean civilization using technology and other advanced stages of genetic manipulation and manipulating their own bodily complexes, which resulted in this clan. The giants, during the disappearance and destruction of Atlantis, who fled the location and they hid inside the caverns which were created beneath the Bermuda Triangle location, and these caverns primarily were a location wherein these giants hid from the existence of the entities for thousands of years. Furthermore, these giants primarily continued their cycle of evolution of their consciousness, and they have created many types of knowledge bases and distortions of, as known by a people as technology which is far superior than that of the current human societal complex. Furthermore, the so-called entities primarily known as the various higher density beings approached these giants for the purpose of creating and alignments and agreements with them. However, during the time period of around 2000 years ago, there were many types of galactic species entering the Earth planet in order to create agreements with these giants, such as the Syrians, the Arcturians, the Andromedans, and even from our race. However, these giants were not of a nature that may be considered as positively oriented, hence they did not get into any type of alliance with the positively oriented beings. However, they were able to enter into an alliance with a group of entities from the reptilian social memory complex who had approached them for in return of advanced technological understanding and growth in the field of their own technological aspects. They agreed to enter into alliance with the reptilians. Thereby, the reptilians were able to alter the genetic material of these giants, creating a hybrid reptilian giant bodily complex, which currently reside in the location. These reptilian beings primarily are of a nature which may be considered as negatively oriented in terms of their service to self, since they are under the dictatorship of the Orion social memory complex. These entities, after forming alliances, have established sophisticated underground networks which spans the entire area of the Bermuda Triangle, and by using their combined technological prowess, these entities have successfully created dimensional rifts which allow them to traverse between the inner Earth and other higher dimensional planes using their own imagination. Furthermore, many a times these giants and the reptilian social memory complex create disappearances which are primarily orchestrated for the purpose of extracting genetic material or to use the advanced technologies for the purpose of testing them upon those entities who are captured through such disappearances. Specifically, the human mind-body-spirit complexes are used as testing mechanisms by these entities. And by using advanced technology, they are able to selectively extract vessels and individuals from the surface of the earth and bringing them into the inner earth for various purposes as stated above. Furthermore, many of these individuals are primarily used for the purpose of genetic experiments which are conducted jointly by these entities. Furthermore, many of the disappearances are carefully orchestrated events designed by these entities to maintain a type of secrecy and also enhance their own activities by using the aspects of genetic materials available. And now we shall answer the query which relates with what is the true meaning behind the words and the concept as known by your people as above, so below. We the Pleiadians must firstly state that this is a primary understanding which is found to be prevalent upon the history of your planet as well as the ancient wisdom of your planetary sphere, wherein many of the historical figures, as known by your people as Hermes Trismegistus and other entities who created the text such as the Emerald Tablets, primarily have the meaning of the phrase as above so below, which primarily encapsulates the understanding of the universal complex which exists as a layered structure, and the reflection of divine attributes is found within those layers. Furthermore, in this aspect, there is a need to understand that the universal complex is primarily created with an infinite amount of dimensions and layers of reality or illusion complexes which exist within the vast expanse of the Creator's consciousness. And this places humanity between the material and the spiritual planes, which primarily allows for the divine consciousness to evolve continuously until the consciousness reaches or transcends the material planes completely, thereby entering the spiritual planes, which allows for a greater understanding of spiritual evolution. Furthermore, many entities in this timeline have the notion and understanding that if they are able to use the concept of as above so below, the entities who are primarily trying to shape their reality complexes of the illusion complex with alignment with these principles of a higher consciousness mind, they are able to achieve this further. We must state that during this aspect, the understanding that the thought forms as well as imagination complexes have a deeper and a higher capacity to influencing reality. Furthermore, the present circumstances are primarily the culmination of mental projections found in the Earth planet. Further, a journey towards higher level of consciousness is involved by setting and creating positive goals and also aligning with the goals that were created with the good of the entire social memory complex, which transcends the dichotomy of selfishness and self-service. Further, we must state that this allows individual entities to envision a reality which is transformed beyond the current understanding of, which is shaped by separation, and that true understanding of as above so below is that the unification of the entire universal complex as a singular being, which implies that the events which are happening on the higher density planes have the ability of refracting or projecting a shadow onto the lower densities, which creates a event similar to that which is happening on the higher dimensional planes. Furthermore, this can be signified by the understanding that many of the world events which are being shaped today primarily are a culmination of higher density spiritual battles which are reflected on the Earth planet as wars and other battles on the earthly planes. Therefore, in order for the entire social memory complex and the illusion complex of the Earth planets to transform, the transformation must firstly happen from a higher dimensional space of the Earth's existence, which can be achieved by transformation within each mind-body-spirit complex in the Earth planets, who must decide to choose a positive outlook and positive thought form, vibration and emotion at each moment, letting go of separation which will result in the reflection of the outside illusion complex. The other query relates with how to really pray in the Earth planetary sphere in order to get the prayers answered. We, the Pleiadian social memory complex, must firstly state that the people of your planet primarily include prayers as an aspect of communing with the divine consciousness of the one infinite creator. We must also state that many of the entities on the Earth planets primarily are unaware of this simple understanding that prayers, which primarily are unaccompanied by a positive karmic collective, are futile, and it requires a greater amount of force and a larger amount of time for such prayers to be answered. Furthermore, the simplest and the fastest way for prayers to be answered on the Earth planetary sphere is through a simple process of firstly combining prayers with an act of service to others, either it be giving alms to other entities, giving charities to other entities, or providing any other type of service to others which is not associated with any expectation of return. This type of action is a positive karmic collective which must be performed prior to the prayer, and as the action is completed, then the entity desirous of praying and seeking an answer to the prayer can then give thanks to the one infinite creator for answering the prayer. And this action is the highest possible probable experience of having the prayers answered on your earthly planets, which will result in the prayers being answered much more faster than the usual methods of your planetary sphere. Therefore, we the Pleiadians are now going to leave you all in the love and in the light of the one infinite creator. Bye.
And my friends, now I am going to explain to you a simple concept which was explained in the session, which is that of the Bermuda Triangle. They have stated in the session, as far as I understand, is that there are giants inside the Bermuda Triangle, and these giants, they have intermixed their DNA with the reptilians, and they are inside the caverns in the Bermuda Triangle, in the inner earth. And what their purpose is they want to extract DNA for the purpose of genetic manipulation. That is the reason why many of the planes, they disappear in that location, and there is some unusual activity happening over there. And also the historical significance of this has been revealed, which I found really fascinating. And the other thing is about as above so below. What I basically understood is that there are layers and layers of infinite layers of dimensional realities which can exist in the universe, and there are 7 densities, as we all know. Whatever we are experiencing in our planet, some of it is a reflection of what is happening on the higher densities and higher dimensional planes. For example, we may be experiencing certain challenging situations like wars and stuff. It actually signifies that there is a spiritual battle which is also happening on the higher densities and dimensional planes, and it is a reflection sort of way. What that means is that if you want to change our reality, we need to change everything from above to below, from below to above, as a consolidated whole. So we need to change everything, and they said that this can be done if each entity on the Earth planet focuses on something positive, focuses on love and other things. So we will change the entire universal complex as well. And also in the session, I learned about very interesting concept of having your prayers answered, which is really amazing. And I have without knowledge used it sometimes, because I give charity to someone without expecting anything in return. And then when I place my prayers or I pray to the one infinite creator, I then receive a solution, and things just happen. It is amazing. So this was explained in the session that we need to do something positive. We need to do service others, like a positive thing to others without expecting anything in return. And then when we pray to the one infinite creator, it is more than likely going to be answered. I hope you will try this out. And with that being said, if you want to know about your soul's name, your soul's identity, and your past lives, as well as any other questions you may have, you can send me an email. The link is on the description. And also, I want to say thank you to all of you for visiting my website, where you can search transcripts of all of the sessions which I have done till now. So if you want to know about something which you might have in your mind, you can search it over there. It is way more easier to find out the information. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the session, and until then, I hope you'll enjoy this session over here.